All right, aloha everyone. Welcome to our US English speaking corporate update call. We appreciate each and every one of you taking the time in the middle of the day, middle of the week to join us on this beautiful Wednesday. Um, I know there's afternoon for most of you. It's still in the morning here in the beautiful Hawaii. A little cloudy, overcast, low 80s, so feeling nice and warm, but yet breezy. I know the heat wave, as I watched the Weather Channel today, well, Weather Channel meaning the news, and then the weather forecast came out for the United States. It looks like a heat wave is coming. And I tell you what, it's been a heat wave recently for active this past month or so. And we are so grateful that each and every one of you are catching fire, heating each other up, lifting each other up, because it's going to be even hotter as the summer months come on, what we're doing here at ACTIVZ. With this nice weather, I know Colton, Ian, David, Angie, corporate staff on the call. I'm going to work on their tan and make sure that they're ready for the event coming up in July. So they don't get burnt then, they get burnt now. So when you guys see them there, they'll be looking that much fresher. I hope everyone's going to be excited for what we have this coming summer, with events and with all that's going on here at ACTIVZ. I know I am. I'm traditionally network marketing, seasonality, so to speak. It kind of sometimes it slows down during the summer because a lot of our kids, I'm a father myself, they're on summer break. We got to corral them. They're not in school, so we spend a little bit more time with them, and that sometimes distract us from what our goals and the work in front of us. But nonetheless, I know each and every one of you are focused on your goals and your dreams. And in fact, some of you actually bring your kids along for the ride, work with your kids, share with them what you're doing, and that is fantastic. I, for one, always have my sons um, take the Optimum, Genomics, and Link, the trifecta, as active as they are. It really, really helps them. And so having it be a family business throughout this summer break is fantastic. And so I just hope that each and every one of you are looking forward to what lies ahead in these next couple of months, because there are going to be some exciting announcements. With that being said, I do want to recognize our CEO, David Brown, on the call. As always, a staple of support for each and every one of you. Our Director of Sales, Colton Smith, as well as Ian Hain on the call with us. And Angie, always in the background. She's always making sure that this call goes smooth. That each and every one of you are taken care of operationally, as well as internationally in the market. I'm going to pass the time over to Ian for a quick second for a brief announcements before Rebecca gets on, and then we'll go from there. So I'll turn the time over to Ian.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Stu, and welcome everyone. We're happy to see you here. Make sure you send the invite out to your teams and anyone that wants to be part of this meeting in English, so we could have the maximum amount of people possible. But I wanted to bring up something that I brought up a couple times in the Latinos en Acción call that we have tomorrow. And it's something that we're trying to plan to do right now. We're already planning, we're already filling up the calendar. And the idea that we have is to send our people to do opportunity meetings in your city. And so we want to send our corporate members, our executive members, to go do small trainings. It's not a big event, it's nothing huge, but if we can coordinate it correctly with you guys, I think it could be really, really big for your teams. And so there's a few requirements that involves, and we want to make sure that the commitment level is very high and that the standard is high. We don't want to put the name of ACTIVZ on anything that isn't great. As you guys have seen with every event that we do, we make sure that everything is great, and we make sure that everything it's tied up and it looks good. And that's what we want to make sure we do in your city as well. And so, like I said before, there's a few requirements that we have. There's things that we want to make sure are an amount of people that are committed, the place that we're doing it. We want to work with you in your city. And so what I wanted to do, and I'll put it in the chat, you guys will see in a couple minutes here, I'll put my contact info there so that you guys can communicate directly with me. If you want to see a opportunity meeting in your city with your team and with multiple teams. We really, it's open to any team. It's not a closed meeting. It's really open for anyone. Let me know and we'll start to plan and we'll start to work with you. I'll put my info in the chat so you guys have my personal contact info. You guys can call me anytime through the day or night. I probably won't answer till the morning if you call at nighttime, but definitely reach out to me and we will be there to help you and to start planning and looking through, see what options we have. We already are planning on doing this in the future. So something to keep in mind is we're not going to do it the same weekend that we have a current event planned already or a trip planned. And also something to keep in mind is that we want to have it as available as possible, but at the same time, we can't send our corporate team to travel every single weekend through the year. And so sometimes what we're trying to plan to do is do it through the week as well. So if we have a Thursday night or a Wednesday night that's possible, that is a lot more available for us to be able to do as well. And so please contact me. Please let me know if there's anything that I could do to help, and we can start planning and we could get the leaders, the local leaders in your area together and start to plan one of those meetings, and we could really help all the teams in the area grow. And so that's all I wanted to share today, just to make sure that everyone knows. And then one more quick reminder, if you haven't put your ID in the chat, please make sure you do so. I only need it there once. I'll read it. If you put it there, I go through every single comment in the chat, but just let me know where your ID is, so that way if you win the raffle at the end, we can put it in your account. Back to you, Stu.
Awesome. Thank you so much. What a great offer by Ian. Let's take him up on the opportunity there, as well as myself and Colton. All of us are here for you. If you ever want opportunity meetings or boot camp calls or whatever it is, we're here for you. And David always he doesn't like when I say it, but I know he agrees with it. I don't work for David. I work for you. We all work for you. You are the biggest and greatest assets of this company, and your success is our success. And so with that being said, we're going to change it up just a little bit. Before we go to the announcements, I'm going to turn the time over to our CEO, David Brown, to say a few words, and then we'll have Ryan Thompson at the end be our concluding, give our concluding remarks. But in the meantime, I'll turn time over to David.
Okay, thanks, Stu. You're right. You don't work for me, you work with me, and we all work for you guys. So that's the way it works around here. You guys know what we think about our most important products are the people that work with us and are out there every day telling the ACTIVZ story. And as Stu alluded to earlier, things really are on fire at ACTIVZ. We just came off the best month in the company's history by far. Following another one of the best months in the company's history. We had some amazing rank advancements, some of which we're going to talk about today, I think, and recognize those. And I was thinking about this, that, here we are in June. I raised my family in San Diego in Southern California. My son and his wife recently moved back to Los Angeles, and they'd been in Nashville, Tennessee. And they were really excited to get back to the beach. And so they're living close to the beach in Santa Monica. And but he forgot something. He forgot what happens. I don't think this happens in Hawaii, but it happens in Southern California along the beach. In May and June, the weather is strange. In the morning, clouds come in, and it's very you can't see the sun. Okay, and for hours. And so in May they call it May gray, and in June they call it June gloom. Okay. And everybody that goes there, they're surprised. They're like, I'm coming to see the Southern California sun, and I can't see it. What's going on? And they have to wait until noon before the sun finally breaks through and burns it all off and everything. They're kind of disappointed. And as I was thinking about it, we were just having this conversation the other day, and he was telling me, man, I forgot about June gloom. And I said, yeah, I it's a real thing. And it kind of reminded me, I think, of what happens sometimes when people start something new, whether they're starting ACTIVZ, maybe they're starting to learn a new language, maybe there's just, whatever that new activity is. You get all excited, and then all of a sudden, it gets a little bit harder. It's the sun's not shining as brightly. It's a little bit cloudy and gray, and you're like, oh man, this is not what I expected. I was hoping that this was just going to be sunshine and flowers and rainbows all the time, and that's just not the way it is. But one thing that these rank advancements and the recent success of many people on this call have shown is that when you persist and keep doing it, even though you might not be noticing much of a difference, you really are making progress. I'm going to pick on Susie Gutierrez a little bit here. You know, I first met Susanna, I think, at our first event, our first large national meeting. Well, we had a dinner, and I sat next to Susie and got to know her a little bit. And now that's been, I think, 7 years ago, going almost 8 years ago, right, Susanna? And so I was very impressed with her English. And I'm probably going to embarrass Susanna a little bit, okay? But I'm just going to tell you what my perceptions of Susanna were at the time. She was a little bit shy. I think she was a little bit nervous sitting next to someone who had the title of CEO. She didn't know me very well. She was very excited about ACTIVZ and the opportunity, but I wasn't sure how much confidence she had in what she was going to do. She seemed, like I say, I think she seemed a little nervous, but she had this strong desire. I found out she was a Montessori school teacher. She's a mother of two beautiful girls, and she'd had a really successful life up to that point. And we've stayed in touch, and I've watched her progress since then. And what's interesting to me is that the one thing I didn't know about Susie then that I know now, and I know the same thing about many of you, is just how fearless she is. She has courage. She's so brave, and how dedicated that she is, and will work through difficult things. And I know that to her, maybe her progress hasn't been as fast or as great as she would have expected. But I look at her and I think, wow, here's a woman who, when I first met her, I think she wanted to be like some other women she'd seen at other companies and other leaders that she'd seen at other companies, and probably wondered if she could do it. And now, because she's so humble and she's so kind, she will probably still say, oh, I'm not like them. But she totally is. She is one of those leaders that she wanted to be like back then. And in fact, she was that person then also. She just didn't truly realize it. And now as a brand new, freshly minted A12 in the company, which is a significant accomplishment, even though that progress has been, little by little, day by day, week by week, month by month, now she has attained, and she's not satisfied. I'm sure that's not where Susanna is going to stop. That's for sure. We'll be having this discussion about her later on as well. But it just goes to show that when that June gloom comes into our lives, when things are a little cloudy, we're wondering if this is all worth it, and what happened to the excitement and all the things that we thought we joined ACTIVZ for, but it's not really occurring as quickly as we'd hoped. I can just tell you that staying with it, staying the course, little by little, and showing that bravery, having that persistence, and reminding yourself, and I don't know for sure if Susanna did this, but I do know that she wanted a better life for herself and for her daughter. I think she was a wonderful Montessori school teacher. I think she loved teaching children. I think she enjoyed that very much. But I know that financially, it didn't provide as much as it didn't allow her to do some of the things that she wanted to do with her children. And I remember her telling me, as she progressed along the ranks, some of the trips that she was able to take with her children, and talking about that and those wonderful memories that they made together. And so you often hear me say that all of you really are my personal heroes. I look at the things that you're overcoming in your lives, the things that you're doing in addition to ACTIVZ, and many of which, frankly, are more important. You're taking care of your families, taking care of your parents, taking care of other things that come up in your life. Those are really important things. But ACTIVZ can be a great tool, a great vehicle to help you do those other things as well. And so I would just like to say just briefly that if you're wondering if you're getting stronger, if you're wondering if you're getting better, if you wonder if you're improving, just remember that someone who is trying to become stronger and starts lifting weights doesn't get big muscles overnight. They don't become Stu Carvalho overnight, okay? Stu is a really strong guy, but he has lifted weights for years, okay? You don't start being able to speak Spanish as fluently as Ian does by just starting to speak Spanish 1 week. or Spanish as well as Colton does by practicing for a couple of days. And you don't become an A12 just by joining the company and working hard for 3 days. It just takes persistence. And so if you wonder, you think, wow, if I look at the leaders in this company, do I have to be a Montessori school teacher to succeed? Nope. Do I have to be a potato chip truck driver to succeed? Nope. Do I have to be a single mom? Nope. Do I have to be a school teacher? Nope. No, you don't have to do any of those things as far as background. All you've got to do is have in common what all of those people who have succeeded in the way that you want to succeed have. And that is this burning desire to change, a burning desire to improve, and a burning, I'm not sure desire is the right word, but the ability to overcome the June gloom that comes into your life, the May gray that comes into your life, and keep going, knowing that if you keep going, that sun really will break through. And that sun will break through in the form of new relationships, new accomplishments, new experiences, and things that now, as you look back, like Susanna does 7 years later, she's like, whoa, look at all the things that happened in the past 7 or 8 years. Her life is very different in some ways. And even though to me, she's still the same wonderful, kind person I met 8 years ago on the one hand, on the other hand, I see a very experienced, capable business leader that is now showing the way for others, just like she was looking to back then. So again, sorry, Susanna, I didn't tell you I was going to talk about you today, but I felt that it was appropriate under the circumstances that, because I think a lot of people right now might be feeling more of that June gloom I was talking about. And I just want you to all remember that you get through that period, keep working, and that sun comes out. So on that note, Stu, I'll turn it back to you.
Roughly said, David, and highlighting Susanna is just a quick introduction because luckily and fortunately, we'll be hearing from Susie after we hear announcements and go to recognition. But June gloom, yes, if you ever want to see sunshine, Susie and our rest of our leaders here at ACTIVZ always bring it out in the beautiful spirit, always smiling. And so never, doesn't matter what time of the day it is, we can always look to leaders like Susie and we can feel the warmth and the sunshine that goes about it. Before I turn the time over to Rebecca, I do want to welcome Ryan Thompson to the call. Man, with his glasses looking smarter than ever. Nice necktie going. We've missed him, and we'll be able to hear from him at the concluding of our call. But I did want to recognize and let him know how much we've missed him. But at the same time, I just want to let you guys know, even though he wasn't here on the call even last week, he always talks about you. He loves you just as much as David and the rest of us here at ACTIVZ loves each and every one of you. So with that being said, I'll turn the time over.
I love them more, Stu. I love them more.
I know you
Just
do.
a little bit more.
And you love them
Way
more
more.
than me. So hey, I can take one for the team for that.
I'm kidding.
But we're looking forward to hearing from you at the ending of the call, Ryan, and welcome back. We're so grateful that you're back with us on this call. And in the meantime, I'll turn the time over to you, Rebecca. Thanks for joining us, and I'll turn the time over to you for our recognition.
Thanks, Stu.
Our announcements.
I hope I'm not doing recognition because my Spanish is not very good. Welcome, everybody. It's so great to see you today, and it's wonderful to be on another recognition call. I was speaking with everyone this morning, and I think this is the biggest recognition call I've ever been on, which is crazy. And I just have to tell you that before we start and get into the announcements, because I go through all of these names and I recognize so many of them, and it just brings a smile to my face to see you all succeeding, to see you all qualifying for these wonderful things. And I'm so excited for you. So let's jump right into it so we can get to recognition. So as always, I want to invite you to follow us on our communications channel so you can hear about great calls like this one where we do exciting things like recognition. You can find us on Telegram at ACTIVZ USA. You can text Activate to the number there on the screen for updates. We are on Instagram at ACTIVZ USA and also on Facebook at ACTIVZ USA. We've got some awesome opportunities coming up, some great calls. We routinely have calls with doctors and experts that you can find over on our Facebook. And we're excited to be uploading many of our calls now to YouTube as well. And you can find us there at ACTIVZ. So keep an eye out for these communications channels and for the new things we have going on. And with that, let's jump into some announcements. So I want to remind you all, this calendar is very much subject to change. It is just an overview, so these dates are not exact anymore, but we are looking forward to some more momentum escape trips in the following months, and we're super excited about our June national event down in Mexico City. It's going to be beautiful, and we hope to see you all there. We also hope to see you at our anniversary event, also in the Ciudad de Mexico in November. It's going to be incredible. We've got some beautiful active schools in between here, and just some wonderful things coming up. So make sure to watch those communications channels for updates on these, for updates on dates on the active schools, and to watch for great promotions that we have going on. And speaking of promotions, let me tell you all about 500 Club. So we have a new leg of 500 Club going right now. It's going from May through July 2024. And 500 Club works by rewarding you for getting your 10 distributor enrollments in your first 90 days with the company. So let me explain how you can take advantage of this. If you're within your first 90 days with ACTIVZ, you can complete your 10 distributor enrollments within those first 90 days with a minimum of 200 PV to qualify. If you're outside those 90 days, we still absolutely want you to be able to take advantage of this. And you can do that by enrolling those 10 distributors with a minimum of 200 PV in 90 days, starting May 1st and ending in July. So watch out for those dates if you're outside your 90 days, so you can make sure to hit that July deadline. And what you earn for participating in 500 Club is $500, an iPad, or products valued at $750 US. So participate in 500 Club, get that business boost and that boost for your personal life. We really want you to be able to take advantage of it. And we're excited to have this leg running until July. All right, we've also got a new app challenge. Our June app challenge is focused on our Ignite Your Epigenetic Health Arrow promotion. So share any Arrow video to a new person to earn a point, and the top 5 scorers at the end of the month will win water bottles. They're super cool. They've got the ACTIVZ branding on them. They're nice water bottles, and we're excited to reward you guys for the sharing that you're doing on the app. We also have a fantastic promotion going on with Arrow. So this promotional period is till the end of June, and on any order of 200 PV or more, you receive 1 metabolic activator Arrow and 1 Nerf2 activator genomics for only $15 US, which is a great deal. And our genomics promotions are always our most popular ones. So make sure to get your Arrow and your genomics for $15 this month. We're so excited to help you ignite your epigenetic health with these amazing, amazing products. I want to remind you as well about our newest change to our Amazon marketplace. We just wanted to put in one more reminder about this, that starting at the beginning of this month, we have made a change, and all of the sellers on ACTIVZ will officially be us. We'll be the only person selling products on Amazon from here on out. We're so excited to do this because this really, really boosts your earnings, and it helps our global bonus pool. So watch out for that. We're excited to make our products work for you and to rebrand our Amazon a bit. With that, I'd love to remind you about our conference calls every month. So every first Tuesday of the month is our testimonial call, which is amazing. I can't tell you how many people I know who this is their favorite call. So we're excited to have another one of those coming up here in a bit next month, which this month is just flying by, isn't it? We're already halfway through. We have our newcomers welcome call every third Tuesday of the month, our corporate update call every Wednesday right here, and our active schools every second Saturday. So you can watch our communications channels for more information on when those calls will be. We're so excited to see you there. We're so excited to have you here. And with that, I am so excited to turn the time over to Colton and jump right into recognition.
Thank you very much. Round of applause for Becca. Always does a great job, reading the announcements. And I unlike a lot of people that do the fake clapping, on the Zoom, I actually make noise with my hands. And you know what? I hope each and every one of you, as we read some of these names, that you actually do the exact same, that you're making a lot of noise. Even if you're in a public place, you gotta shout out and recognize these incredible leaders that are absolutely pushing the limits here at ACTIVZ and making things happen right now. It's been absolutely amazing. And I think we've already alluded to it, that it's been an incredible time to be part of ACTIVZ. I could not be more thrilled to be part of the ACTIVZ family than I am right now. It's been absolutely amazing. But it's been more incredible being able to watch the leaders just grab the bull by the horns and just run with the opportunity. And what you're going to see here, I mean, we've been kind of hinting at the fact that the month of May was an incredible month, potentially a historical month in the history of actives. Right now, in the month of June, we have, even more stuff coming down the line. That's like there's never been a better time to be part of actives than there is right now. So I hope that excitement that I almost said animal, that's the English call, that excitement that I'm feeling right now is coming through the screen. And that, just so you know, if you've ever had any sort of doubt, you're in the right place at the right time. And people that understand that they're in the right place at the right time are using actives as a vehicle to take them to where they want to go. And that's why we do recognition here at Actives, because these are individuals that said that this is the time we're going to start building and we're going to start making things happen right now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do some recognition, recognize the most important individuals here at Actives, each and every one of you, starting off with our top enroller in the United States during the month of May. Our top enroller being Maribel Soto. Congratulations, Maribel, for being our top enroller in the United States during the month of May. But we also got to shout out our top 5 enrollers in the market in the United States during the month of May. And those were the following. We have Maribel Soto, we have Lucero Palacio, we have Mercedes Alicia Acevedo Hernandez, we have Ed, we have Charlie Brenneman. Congratulations to our top enrollers here in the United States during the month of May. Incredible work, team. And let's go ahead and jump right into it. We always start off with the A5s. Now, we did something a little interesting this month because we had so many rank advancements. We put all the A5s just here on one slide, so forgive us this month, but you guys just blew it out of the water. But we wanted to make sure that we got an opportunity to recognize each and every one of you that hit the rank of A5 during the month of May. And those were the following: Elida del Carmen Amaya Quinteros, Armando de Jesus Oriana, Bernice Bañuelos, Miranda Glauser, Yesenia Bersabe Romero Quiroga, Sandra Ileana Gonzalez Villanueva, and Roberto Cepeda Bustos. Congratulations to all of our brand new A5s during the month of May. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Coming after A5, you jump over to A6 with 10,000 in organizational volume coming through your organization. And these are the individuals that did that during the month of May. Starting off with Esther Hernandez. Congratulations, Esther. We had Maria Garcia also. Congratulations, Maria. We had Maricela Sanchez. Congratulations, Maricela. We had Ivan Gomez, brand new A6 here at Actives. Congratulations, Ivan. We had the second business center of Jennifer Vetia. Congratulations, Jennifer. We had, and we already read this name, but also hitting the rank of A6 during the month of May, Maribel Soto. Congratulations. Kind of a double punch, 1-2 punch right there. Congratulations, Maribel. Yolanda Castro, congratulations for reaching the rank of A6 during the month of May. We got Brian Ismael Zamora Lopez. Congratulations, Brian. We got Elvia Damery Canales, excuse me. You know, sometimes the English comes out of me, so I apologize. Congratulations, Elvia. Okay, and we got also the second business center of Mercedes Alicia Acevedo Hernandez. Congratulations. And we got Gloria Olmedo also as well. Congratulations, Gloria, for hitting the rank of A6 during the month of May. And we always see her on every single one of our calls that we do here at Actives, Griselda Gom. Congratulations, Griselda. Well done. The second business center of Griselda, mind you. There you go. We're not even talking about the main account. We're talking about the second business center. Great job, Griselda. Congratulations. Julio Cesar Morales, also a brand new A6 here at Actives. Congratulations, Julio. And we got Blanca Perez, which I believe is our last name, rounding out all of the A6s. One more round of applause for all of the A6s here at ACTIVZ during the month of May. I hope you can see how many we have. This is why we had to start recognition, you know, a little bit later. This is a lot of slides. There's a lot of information to get through, but it's absolutely incredible. Congratulations to all of our A6s. Moving on to the new A7s here at ACTIVZ. We have the following. We have Cassandra Cano. Congratulations, Cassandra. We have Javier Alberto Cruz Alfaro. Congratulations, Javier. We have Brisa Cano as well. Congratulations, Brisa. We have Candy Lasso as well. Congratulations, Candy. New A7 here at ACTIVZ. We got Francisca Mares. Congratulations. And we have Maria Santa Olvera. Congratulations, Maria. And I believe that is all of our A7s during the month of May here in the United States. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Coming after the rank of A7, we have our A8s. I believe that's how it works. And starting off with A8, brand new A8, Jennifer Betia. Congratulations, Jennifer. Brand new A8 here at ACTIVZ. Vilma Cortez as well. Congratulations, Vilma. We have Edgar Cano. Congratulations, Edgar, for reaching the rank of A8 during the month of May. We have Nicole Galvan. Congratulations, Nicole. 20,000 in organizational volume is what we're talking about. An incredible accomplishment. And wrapping up our A8s during the month of May, we have Adriana Lopez Arias. Congratulations, Adriana. Well done. Congratulations to all of our brand new A8s. And I know that they're working really hard to qualify for A8 Academy and join us at our next A8 event that's going to be taking place here at ACTIVZ. You got to make sure that you add that to your vision board as well. Moving on to A9s, we got one brand new A9 here, and you remember this name. You've already heard this name during this call, and you're going to hear more from this name in a little bit. But Susana, congratulations. We're talking about your second business center, and I know that's not it here at Susana, but congratulations, A9 here at ACTIVZ. Moving on to the A10s here at ACTIVZ with 50,000 in organizational volume, and they achieved that during the month of May. I believe we have a total of 3 brand new A10s in the United States here at ACTIVZ. Starting with, we're going to be hearing from the Carmens, Las Carmens out there in Texas. Maria del Carmen Ornelas, congratulations, brand new A10 here at ACTIVZ. We also have Lucero Palacio. Congratulations, Lucero, brand new A10 here at ACTIVZ. And we have the other Carmen, Carmen Espinosa. Congratulations, Carmen. Congratulations, brand new A10s here at ACTIVZ. Absolutely amazing. Moving on to the A11s, I believe we have one brand new A11 with 75,000 in organizational volume during the month of May. And that is the following. Let's give a huge round of applause to Mercedes Alicia Acevedo Hernandez. Congratulations. Absolutely incredible during the month of May, hitting that. And we've hinted at this. This is a pretty big one here. We got a brand new A12. I think this is one of those ranks. It's on the vision board. It's one of those key ranks that I think a lot of you are shooting for. And as we mentioned, we got a brand new A12 in the United States here at ACTIVZ that we got to give a huge shout out to, and that we're going to hear from right now, and that is Susana Gutierrez. Susie, congratulations again, my friend. Absolutely incredible. New A9 position, brand new A12 here at ACTIVZ. Absolutely amazing work. And what we wanted to do right now, Susie, is you've been with ACTIVZ for a long time, and again, I've had the privilege of working with you here at ACTIVZ in a number of different capacities, talking with you. You're always such a joy. We've already talked about the warmth that you exude, and more importantly, someone that just works and makes things happen. And I've been thinking about my short time here at ACTIVZ. I've seen Susie on incentive trips. I've seen her at national events. I saw her on a cruise ship in the month of March. We passed each other, I think, a couple times in the casino, just saying. And but also joined us at our Also, most recent A8 Academy, a leader who's always there, making sure she's at every single event, qualifying for incentives, pushing her teams, helping them get to where they want to go. And at the end of the day, when you help others, it ultimately lifts all ships here. And Susie is a brand new A12 here at ACTIVZ. So Susie, without further ado, I would love for you to just jump on here for just a couple of minutes and just share really quickly what this means to you as a brand new A12 here at ACTIVZ. And I'll go ahead and turn the time over to you. The floor is yours. We might need to unmute you here. There you go. Go ahead, Susie.
Thank you very much. And thank you, David, for your words. I'm just shrinking right now. I'm so happy, so grateful. I feel so blessed. And I've just got a great lesson with this achievement. It's not only being teachable every day, it's not only learning new things every day, but taking those achievements, I would say, into action, into your life. Because if you don't apply all those things that you're learning every day and you don't apply them to your life, that means nothing. And that has been the most important learning for me, because I've been teachable every year. I've been learning many things, not only about the business, but about life. And I know that as soon as I started living those learnings, it's when the magic happens. I'm losing, or well, not losing, I'm letting go of the control, even in my results and the results on my team, and just taking the necessary, the needed actions so the result will come. I started listening more carefully and closer to my business partners, but knowing that my belief or my wish might not be their wish. So I just be there every time whenever they need me, but I have to keep doing what I have to do. And whenever it's their time, I'll be there to support them. And I think that's what I've been doing for the last 6 months, and the result is now here.
Absolutely amazing. Round of applause, everyone. One more time, Susie. Incredible, amazing work. We could not be more thrilled and excited for you. We know it's been a long time coming. Your story is absolutely amazing and inspiring. I love listening to it. I've had the opportunity to listen to you do some presentations and share that, your why, your journey into ACTIVZ. And more importantly, what you just mentioned, putting that focus on, not just on your own personal goals, but again, identifying those leaders in your downline, helping them get to where they want to go, and more importantly, being there with them. And that's what I think is absolutely incredible, whether it's on an incentive trip on a cruise ship, or if it's at the A8 Academy, whatever it is, you're making sure that you're showing up and that you're visible and leading by example to your team. And it's absolutely amazing. And we're so happy that it's paid off. And I also know that, A12, we hope you celebrate it. I have no doubt that this is not the end for you, that you are going to continue to grow and build. And we're excited just to see what else you have coming down the line. Thank you so much for joining us today and for sharing your story with us. Absolutely incredible. And as Stu mentioned, I believe to wrap up the call, we are honored to not only have David Brown, the CEO of ACTIVZ, here on the call, but also our very own president, Ryan Thompson. And to wrap everything up today, I'm going to go ahead and turn the time over to him. Ryan, the floor is yours. Go ahead and take it away.
Muchas gracias, Colton. Hello, everybody. It's good to be here. And, if you guys can turn your cameras on, that would be great. We have a handful of you with your cameras on, but en Latinos en Acción siempre pedimos que se enciendan las cámaras, por favor. If you can do it. You don't have to. A lot of you guys are at work, and I know that it's a little bit different, perhaps. doing the U.S. English call. A lot of people are at work, but if you can turn your cameras on, we'd love to see your face. I just got a pop up on my Zoom asking if I'm supposed to be, if I'm speaking Spanish or English. That was funny. I guess I'm speaking both. I have not been here for a while, and so it's great to be here. I have been out, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. But congratulations, Susana Gutierrez. Congratulations to all the rank advancements in the United States that were recognized today. Tomorrow on Latinos en Acción, we have a very long recognition for all Spanish speakers. So I know that this call is a little bit different because we have many Spanish speakers here in the United States, and some of you who live in Mexico that we also recognize. But I'm excited about tomorrow because, as David mentioned, last month was historic for us. I think everyone has talked about the historic nature of the month of May and the volume and the rank advancements and the growth that we're having as a company. And so I want to congratulate you. One thing interesting about the United States is the United States is growing really well, very fast. I think it still might be the fastest growing market that we have. It's not to the size of Mexico. Mexico is still the biggest market, but something's happening in the U.S. and we're trying to figure that out. I want to just give everyone a heads up on this call. Here in the next month or coming months, we're going to be trying to find out where the growth is coming from, which leaders here in the United States are really driving that. And we want to start setting up some calls or some Zooms, some trainings specifically with you, right? Specifically with our US market. So Colton Smith, Ian Haynes, and other members of our team are going to be reaching out to you to start setting these up. So just be aware of that. It's time to start really working with the United States in the same way that we've worked with Mexico historically. So we are going to need your help. I'm assuming that many of you on this call, you are the U.S. leaders. We don't have anything formal where we do evening trainings or presentations with you in the same way that we do in Mexico, and partially because it's, we are organized more by language than we are by country. But we want to really focus on growing the United States. So I want to give you a heads up on that. I want to just take a minute. Here we are, the middle of 2024, and with all the growth and all the excitement and the rank advancements, and listening to Susana talk about how she's learned and she's been kind of a sponge in learning things and then applying it. I know that because I've spent a lot of time, Susana, with you over the years, and Susana, almost more than anybody, applies and implements what she hears. She puts things into action. And some of the things that we need to put into action, I think a lot of people miss them. I think a lot of people think that success at ACTIVZ is largely a function of, well, when did you sign up? What team are you in? Are you, who's your upline? And the thing is that doesn't have anything to do with your success, right? Sometimes we think it does, and it doesn't. What has to do with your success has to do with you understanding the governing principles of this industry, right? Having a daily plan of action, taking action every day, planning the day before what you're going to do in the following day, mastering the presentation, attending all events, making sure that you're on all Zooms, making sure that you show up, right? In other words, treating this business like you would any business. If you treat it like a hobby, it'll pay you like a hobby. If you treat it like a business, it'll treat it like a business. But I'm going to share my screen real fast because I want to remind all of you, and I say this, I get questions all the time. My WhatsApp number has been shared and shared and shared. And so I can't get back to everybody, but I get enough of the same questions that I'm going to share some of these the answers to some of the frequent questions that I get. And it just shows me that a lot of people they don't study the success guide. Maybe you've read it, but you need to study it and you need to apply it. And if you don't have a lot of time, and if you're thinking, oh, not this guy again talking to me about the success guide, let me share a tip with you. The success guide is if you notice these pro tips highlighted in orange, pro tip there, pro tip there. If you go back, there's pro tips there. Just focus on the pro tips, okay? Focus on the pro tips. If that's all you're going to do, focus on the pro tips. Oh, wow, what did I just do? Look at that. I'm going to stop sharing because that was fascinating. What just happened? Okay, let's try that again. I'm going to share my screen again without blowing anyone's mind. There we go. How's that? Let me try and zoom in without. Okay, let's talk about this pro tip here. I know that Susanna's heard me talk about this a lot on the boot camps that we used to do and other trainings. I'm just going to read it out loud. I want everyone to pay attention, because a lot of times we think that success has to do with becoming an expert, right? And sometimes I hear leaders talk about this. They say, you need to master the presentation. Okay, what you need to master about the presentation is you have to have a 30-second version of your story in ACTIVZ. You should have maybe an 8 to 10 minute version of how you would give a presentation, and then maybe a 20 to 30 minute version that you would give in front of a large group. Be comfortable telling your story, the company's story, and how to make money, right? That's it. Your story, the company's story, and how to make money. But let me read this top pro tip. It says you never need to be an expert. Just connect people with the information, or to people who have the information. Even if you are an expert, meaning if you're a doctor, if you're a serial entrepreneur, right? Or if you've been in network marketing for a long time, it says, even if you are an expert, I'm sorry, I should put my glasses on. When you answer the questions, rather than using your resources, you inadvertently teach your prospect, right? Or the person, your future business partner, that they need to be an expert in order to be successful. The truth is, success only comes from others duplicating what you do, not from you being an expert. So I'm going to just stop sharing my screen for a second here. What does that mean? I learned years ago, and I've had different mentors over the years in this industry who I've gleaned different sound bites from and principles from. There was a time in the 90s, I thought, wow, these people are making all this money in this industry. This is when I worked at a company called New Skin. They must really be experts. They must really know the products really well. They must really know all the intricacies of the compensation plan. And the truth is, the people who rose to the highest ranks were not those people, because they understood that the more complicated they made things, the fewer people were going to be able to duplicate what they did, right? In other words, the analogy that I learned and that I've shared over the years is, if any of you, so Susanna was a Montessori teacher, right? Some of you, others of you were teachers also. If you're in a classroom of, let's say, kindergartners, my mom was a kindergarten teacher, and you were on one side of the classroom with everybody, and you had to get all the students to the other side of the classroom, well, you could try to explain it to them. You could say, guys, I want you to walk through your desks, walk around each other, don't trample each other, and get to the other side of the room. Well, what do you think would happen with those kindergartners? It would be chaos. Some of them would go, others would follow. Some would sit there and spend time tying their shoe and getting distracted, looking at what was on. Okay, what a teacher does when you want duplication is you show them the way. You just say, okay, class, follow me. And you walk to the other side of the classroom. What do you think would happen? Everybody in the classroom would follow you to the other side. That is how simple we need to make duplication. So the more words we use, the more complex we make our product presentation, the more complex we make our explanations on how to qualify for Momentum Escape, or how to become an A3, or how to become an A6, or an A12, or an A16. The more complicated we make it, guess what? The fewer the number of people that will, my English is terrible right now, the fewer the number of people that will actually be able to duplicate what you're trying to explain to them. You need to show them how to do it, and you need to explain in simple terms. So when we talk about mastering the presentation, it doesn't have to be complex. You don't have to use words like superoxide dismutase, catalase. You don't have to talk about glutathione in the brain. You don't have to do that. What you should be good at is sharing your personal experience, right? Sometimes we call it testimonial. A testimonial is an experience, right? It's just your story or someone else's story, right? I like to say what you should do is memorize 3 features, 3 simple features about the product. 3 simple features about the business, and 3 benefits about the product, and 3 benefits about the business. What are those business about the business? You get to work from home, you get to be your own boss, and you get to set your own schedule, right? And there's no limit to what you can earn, right? Those would be benefits, right? Features, well, actually, those might be also features of the business. Features might be, there's a simple app that you download that has all the information on it that allows me to work from my car, right? I have my own virtual office that is like a bank account that lets me see what I earned, who I earned my check on, and it shows me what upcoming events there are, right? These are features. So if you just get really good sharing 3 features and 3 benefits, you're gonna appeal, your message will appeal to the majority of people. So that's just an example of how to not come across as the expert. Another example that I will close with is I have this discussion all the time with distributors here at ACTIVZ, and I want to share with you this, so maybe we can course correct some of what I see happening. I do see some leaders and mid-level people, and actually people who've never reached the highest rank of leadership, talk about how you really do need to master, right? You need to really understand the product, and you need to read all the studies before you can start building your business, because you really want to understand it. A mentor, someone who I learned a lot from, said, you know what, I actually know all the answers, but when anybody ever asks me what I did to reach the equivalent of A16 or the highest rank, you know what my answer is? I tell that, or if they ask me a detailed question about the complex, I tell them I don't know. But then I change, but then I tell them what I did. I always say I don't know, even if I know the answer. Because if I answer their question, right, on what is dynamic compression, or what is horizontal compression, or what exactly is catalase, or whatever their question might be, even if I know the answer, if I give them the answer, what I'm training that person to do is to believe that they have to know what I know in order to reach the level that I'm at. And the truth is that's not the case, right? I teach them what I did, right? I say, look, I focus on contacting 15 people a day, and I don't let a day go by without inviting or sharing a video with at least 15 people a day. That's how I got to where I'm at, and that's it. Because if there's failure, and if I'm not succeeding, if I'm not growing, it's not because I don't know what catalase is. It's not because I don't understand the latest study that's been posted to pubmed.gov, or I don't understand what dynamic compression is. It's because I and members of my team simply aren't doing their part. They have not done 15 presentations per day or contacted 15 people per day. And when there's a breakdown and people talk about, well, you know what, this isn't for me, I'm not succeeding, I often ask them, are you contacting at least 15 people a day? And almost every time they say, no, I'm not, I'm not, maybe every 2 days I'll contact a couple people, or I'll follow up with someone. And that's not enough to get results. So the key here is, it's not to be ignorant, but it's not to train people that they have to know all the details in order to reach the top, right? They need to know what to do, right? When you learn this principle of duplication, your growth will accelerate. The faster you start doing this, you learn to say, I don't know, but I can connect you with someone who does know, or I don't know, but I can tell you how to use your resources. I don't know, but I can tell you where to find a study, right? When you as a leader do that, you inherently teach your people how to succeed, right? How to grow, and not how to be dependent on being an expert, because you don't have to be an expert. You do have to be professional. You have to learn the tricks of the trade. You have to learn what I'm talking about right now if you want to reach the top. If you think reaching the top, and just ask Susana, who just hit A12, if being an expert is what got her to A12, Susana, no me vas a dejar mentir. She will be honest to say, no, it wasn't because I know all the information. It was because she found a system that could repeat itself, a system that she followed and that was inculcated and trained to her team, that most of them have started to adopt, right? It's just a system of behavior. So guys, go back to the success guide, look at the little orange highlighted expert tips and read those, because that's where the good stuff is, right? That's the gold that's found in the success guide. And if you do that, you'll reach your goals this year, right? You will reach your goals. I think that we could come out with just a small pamphlet that just has those expert tips in it, and that would be enough, right, to train a new person on the profession of direct selling or network marketing, or owning and operating your own independent ACTIVZ distribution franchise. So guys, that's all for me. It's great to be back and great to see your smiling faces. Congratulations on all the new rank advancements and all the great growth for the month of May. And with that, I'm going to turn the time back to somebody. Stu, Ian, Colton, who wants it? Here's the baton. Catch it.
I'll take it from here.
There you go, Ian.
We've got a raffle coming up. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you, Ryan, for your words. I hope that everyone takes notes and actually reads their notes. I actually have a problem with that, with not reading my own notes. So I hope that everyone's doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and get right into the raffle. Make sure that if your name pops up, that you put your ID isn't there, that you throw it into the chat so that I can have that. And without further ado, let's get going. Congratulations, Tanya Van Dyke. Make sure you send me your ID so that we can get those points into your account. Next winner. Beth, congratulations. Thank you so much. Send your ID in the chat. And then the last winner today is Luis Vega. Congratulations. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you everyone, and keep sharing that login or the Zoom link so that we can get more and more people on next week. I think I'm going back to you, Colton.
I think that was a good place to wrap up. Again, congratulations to all of our new rank advancements. Thank you so much, everyone, for jumping on and participating with us this month, or excuse me, on this call. And again, we're going to be back here next week, same time, same place. Let's make sure that we get as many of our team members on that call as possible. And if there's anything that we can do to help support you during your run during the month of June, please go ahead and let us know. Thank you, everyone, for jumping on. Let's have an incredible month of June, and we'll see you on our next call.
See you later.
Thanks, guys. Have a great week.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Susie. Congratulations. Thanks, everyone who ranked advance. Bye.
Congratulations, Miss Susie.
Yeah, gracias, Gris.
Awesome. Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone.
Gracias, equipo, por estar. Thanks to my team to be here.
That's right, in English, lady.